Well, what is going on? Welcome back to Clayton Schick Outdoors. Of course, I'm Clayton Schick. This is the beautiful outdoors, and I am on a short little mission to try to catch some walleye with baits that I haven't used before. I'm going to start with a jerk shad minnow right there. 3/8 ounce pendu, which I have used before, but normally I throw a tickle tail. But I always preach about throwing other baits, getting confidence in baits that you don't use often. And that's my goal today. I'm gonna do this, possibly a little bit of a twitch bait, maybe what's called a search bait. I don't know, I'm just gonna try different baits today. I just filmed a video that I fished for 8 hours and caught 115 inches and a little bit of a pre-fish for an upcoming fish donkey tournament. So now I'm just going to enjoy the evening. I was like, do I go home? I'm like, no. I was like, the weather's supposed to get crap the next few days. I'm like, let's fish till dark and enjoy these days, because you never get a lot of days like this. So let's put the Kraken down, Livescope in, let's go pitch some jerk shads and see if we can put some walleyes in the boat. I recorded everywhere, it looks like it. Looks like it. Oh boy, little guy, but that's one. Actually might be a good one for the live well. Lake I'm on has a 17 3/4 inch slot limit. And this is probably 18 and a half, 19. Yep, 19 and a quarter. Right below me. Feels decent. Feels decent. Feels decent. The old jerk shad. Is it another pike? I don't think it's a pike. No, that's a nice walleye. That's a nice walleye. Nice walleye. Come here, buddy. Yes, okay. The old jerk shad just dropped it right below me. Gonna anchor lock here. Well, a nice, healthy 24-incher on the jerk shad. Love it. That is my first couple fish on the jerk shad. And that one actually was going ahead. Saw the fish on the Livescope, put the brakes on, dropped it right down, and I watched him tail down. I just picked him right up off the bottom, actually, right vertical below the boat. Dropped him right on top of him. That's what he liked. Little guy. These fish seem to really like when it falls like right on their head. They pick it up lots of times. Look at that, right away. Like if I can drop it right on their head, they seem to pick it up. They like that fall right to the ground, right in front of them. Maybe another eater. Probably about a 19-incher. They like that fall right on top of their head. I'll show the structure that I'm kind of fishing a little bit. See, I've got a big clay bank here, and from here it goes into a river channel and it drops off pretty quick. So I'll turn the Livescope here and you can see right now I'm in 8-10 feet. As soon as I turn it to the right, boom, straight down. So I'm like right on the edge of that drop off. If this is the drop off, I'm right here. I'm trying to catch those fish using this drop off as a contour, also coming up from the deeper. I'm fishing right on top of that. That's what's worked now. I started against shore to start with and wasn't scoring at all. So I moved off a little bit, and that's where they're hanging right now, is a drop off. There's nothing you can ever tell somebody. It's like where they're gonna be or what they're gonna be doing. They're always gonna be doing something different. And you just gotta try those little things, right? Try the shore, try out from shore, try drop offs, try mid-lake structure, try everything. Usually early season, you're gonna fish generally closer to shore. I stay away from the mid-lake structure probably till about that July-ish, I'd say. For May, June, I'm usually hugging that first contour from shoreline though, pretty much. On the shelf, little guy on the shelf. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. The old jerk shad. I don't know, I think I still got more confidence in the tickle tail than the jerk shad, but obviously every body of water is different though too. Fun bait though. Fun bait. It's just like almost working a hyper rattle, except for early season you're popping it in the shallows. Okay. Nice specimen right there. What I mean by you're working it like a hyper rattle is all I'm doing is popping it. I'm never dragging it. I'm throwing it out. I'm letting it sink all the way to the bottom. As soon as it gets down, I'm making sure it's almost tight, and I'm pop. I'm letting it settle. I'm picking up the slack, and I'm pop. Let it settle, pick up the slack, pop. Settle, slack, pop. I'm popping it right before almost all of the slack is gone. I don't want to ever drag it. I want to just pop it and get it moving. Tickle tail, what I do different with that is sometimes I'll drag it a little bit, sometimes I'll swim it too. So like with the tickle tail, I'll throw it out and I'll pop it too, and I'll work it like this, but I'll also like pop it and then I'll swim it a little bit. And I'll pop it and I'll swim it a little bit. But the jerk shad, I don't want to swim it. It's kind of like a dead movement. If I was going to swim it, I'd be swimming it up higher, and I'd be like kind of twitching my rod as I went. So if I was deeper, I was going to fish this, I come up here and I would just like twitch that rod and keep it kind of off the bottom the whole way, and I would swim it through the water column like that. But when I'm working the bottom, because that's the way that the walleyes like to feed early season, I'm popping it. There was a question on one of the videos recently, like how do I work a jerk shad or a tickle tail and all that. So I hope that kind of explains a little bit to how I like to work those baits. Pop it, see a fish went down, pop it, another fish went down, pop it. Oh, that fish went right, that was crazy. That fish went right up at it. That was awesome. Okay, so they don't just pin it to the bottom, they launch up at it and they grab it as it's in the air and falling. Not in the air, in the water column. That was cool. Should probably be netting you. Oh, perfect. Perfect. I was going to show them off, but that'll work too. Very cool. See if we can get another one of those fish. 25 feet out. So I cast it at the 40, popping it, pop it. You want to fish this pretty aggressive. You want that fish guessing what is that. You don't want him looking at it too long. Very cool. 3 casts, 3 fish. The jerk shad. Fun little evening right now. And like I said, I wanted to gain some confidence in the jerk shad, and now I have some confidence in it. Another like nice, probably 20-incher. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If anybody that's wondering, this is a 4-inch jerk shad from Kalen's, and I'm fishing with a Pendu jig. I don't know what the best jig to fish a jerk shad would be, but I like the Pendu jig for the tickle tail, so I thought I would try it for the jerk shad as well. And it's a 3/8 ounce is what I'm using. I like that. I like the quick fall. Quick fall. Pop it up, quick fall. Land it right by that fish. Little guy. And the rod that I'm doing this with is an Elliot 7-foot medium light fast action. You want a fast action rod, not moderate. You could even get away with an extra fast action rod, but to be able to snap it, you don't want a moderate, because a moderate's going to take forever to load. You want a quick tip to snap it up in the air. Keep saying in the air, in the water, off the bottom. Well, I think what I'm going to actually do for a bit, I've had a really, really long day. I am about half an hour away from probably going in, maybe less. I'm just going to pull a crank for a little bit in shallow water and just enjoy the rest of my day. Maybe this video isn't that long, but I filmed a previous video to this one, so I've been going since 7 o'clock in the morning. That's when I got on the water, and it's 8:18. Woo-wee. I've given her a full day. Oh, I guess it was 8 o'clock Manitoba time though when I got on the water. So I've only 12-hour day, not 13-hour. Got a couple things put away. Time to do some cranking. Said this video is about doing things that I'm not comfortable with, and shallow water cranking is something that I'm still figuring out and having lots of fun figuring it out. Oh, come on, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. Gotta watch that, doesn't feel that big. I can put it into anchor lock here. Took it out of gear because I have the cracking down. Looks like I got some dark clouds coming here. Oof, better watch that. Nice fish, nice fish. Pulling cranks in shallow water. Should I net you? Nah, we'll just grab you. If you come off, you come off. 20 and a half. Nice fish. Fun day. Dark clouds. Okay, off anchor lock, in gear, open bail, let line out. Had 18 feet of line out. So we're gonna go back to 18 feet again. Even though I'm cranking with the big motor into the wind, I've got the cracking down, so when I hook into a fish, I can pop it out of gear. Oh, that was a beaver. And I can hit anchor lock, and then I'm gonna stay exactly where I am. And then I can just start cranking again right away. Oh, jeez. I was a little bit too close to the bottom, so I decided to just crank up a couple feet, and a fish chased it right away. Come up, come up, come up. Yep, come on. Eat it. There we go, there we go, there we go. That one feels pretty good. That one feels pretty good. Come on. I got mono line on here just because I'm in tight quarters and I want a little bit of stretch. I don't know how big yet. It's not like it's huge, it just feels decent. It's not huge. Not huge. Ah, hooked funny. Hooked funny. Hooked funny. Not even a 20-incher. They get hooked on the side of their mouth and they kind of pull in sideways then. Beautiful way to end my day, that's for sure. Not done yet. The cool thing with the Livescope while cranking, it just adds to the videos. It's just now you guys can see what's going on down there with the crank, right? Like, of course I love to see too, making sure I always have that crank in the strike zone, but you can see actually like what's happening. Are there fish following it? Okay, maybe do I need to change a color? Are they not looking at it at all? Do I need to change a style of crank, etc., right? Like, it just gives you so much information. If you're not going over any fish at all, well then obviously you need to know, you need to go to a different area. But if you're going over a bunch of fish, maybe you try a couple different cranks before you try a new area. Coming up. Come on, there's a fish behind it. Or there was anyway. Still behind it. Still behind it. It's right behind it. Don't like when they follow for that long. It doesn't seem like they like to hit it. There's another one coming there though. Another one came in. Haha. The first one didn't eat it, but the second one did. What do we got? I don't want to say they're big anymore because I look like a donkey every time. Not that I've said they're, not that I've ever said that anything's like big. Okay, I gotta stop pushing my luck here. I can feel a couple droplets, and there's no point being out here when it's starting to rain when you've been out here all day. If it was beginning of the day, yeah, I'd put my rain jacket on and we'd just tough it out. But anyways, as always, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, get outside.